Hello, welcome to Chrysalis Invictus. So I started this reading and then every lawnmower in the neighborhood started going off. Now there's barking dogs, but we'll try and make it through. So I wanted to leave the cards out so that we could just kind of jump into it and talk about what's going on here. So let's start with the overall energies at the center of this reading. I just want to say at first that this is a general reading. There have been some of the daily oracle readings that have been coming up that seem to have some unanswered questions or bigger themes. So I was sort of asking what we need to know about that. And what we have at the center is this too many cooks in the kitchen. We have too many energies, too many voices, too many opinions coming into a situation that is meant to liberate you and bring you into a new and more hopeful place. So this is sort of blocking your hope, blocking your ability to see the gifts and the illuminated things around you, is this too many voices. So this can be too many voices as in, your own anxious thoughts. This could be different personalities in your life. And then what we have here is one of those particular voices. And so the Queen of Rods came out reversed. I don't read these reversed, but I am noting that she was reversed. And this is someone who is quite determined. This is someone who is she really enjoys power. So this energy, whether this is someone, and I was getting for someone that this is a mother figure, this person who really enjoys power is at the heart or is one of these voices that is creating some difficulties in this situation. However, it seems that there is something about this voice. There is something about this figure. So if this is an aspect of yourself or if this is someone that you know, could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Doesn't have to be. But if this is someone that you know, there is something about this person that has been instructing you, that has led you to suspend yourself in this place of reflection. So it could be that this is a person that you had conflict with. This could be a person that really challenged you or that you came up against in some sort of oppositional way. And because of that, it could have been a big trigger. It could have been something where you just had to remove yourself. But whatever it was, you entered into this period of suspension and reflection, and it was absolutely necessary to create this new beginning. So it's almost like in processing this conflict with this person, you went back to a place of innocence. You went back to, it was almost like, it's like if she robbed you of something, if she took something from you. And again, this could be an aspect of yourself. So maybe you made an impassioned choice based on pride or power, and you were driven towards something and you stepped out of your integrity to get that thing. Through learning about this, you end up here. So you end up at a new beginning. You start back at zero because you had to. It forced your hand. It made you go back. So then what I see here, and this to me feels more like future energies, this is the Ace of Rods. We have an impassioned new beginning. So the fire of the Queen of Rods is not lost, or the fire that comes from this conflict. And again, we started with a 5. So these are petty conflicts, little things that are holding you up, but we're going back to the beginning. And this is with oak, so with strength, with this divine sanction. There is this massive spiritual power with the sun. This is Leo energy here. So a lot of fire energy in this reading. In this sun card, there are two people looking each other in the eye, and between them is a sunflower. And this feels like a heart connection between masculine and feminine aspects working together, generating an impassioned new beginning. And then with the Page of Swords, we have some kind of message coming in, and we'll take a look a little bit more at that. But we have some kind of message coming in, a fresh new energy, a fresh new way of seeing things or doing things or communicating that is going to come in and help you build or help you ride this energy. So let's find out a little bit more about this Page of Swords. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. Oh. We have the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the King of Rods. Okay. So for some of you, this is a relationship situation where you tried to burn it down. Look at this. Someone is coming in to communicate that you are their happily ever after, that they have a tremendous amount of love. They feel you are a worthy adversary. They feel that you are a worthy companion. And you see here that the Queen and the King are well matched. This is a pair. This is at the center. This is what the sun is generating. This is the passionate new beginning. And we have this clarity, this message coming in. It could be through the internet, text message, something like that. There's been something that's happened between you, but there's a communication coming in about how this person feels about you. There are some technical hang-ups, though. There's still maybe too many opinions, maybe red tape. So there could be like, if you live in different countries or technical things. And we have the Ace of Cups. We have an emotional new beginning. What else about this Ace of Cups moving forward? All right, so this person has been through a transformation, and there have been secrets that could not be revealed before this transformation occurred. This person literally had to, so even if you communicated with this person, like a week, a month, whatever ago, however long it's been since you last communicated, they have had to have a death moment. This is Scorpio energy and Pisces. So they've had to have a death in order to come back and reveal this truth to you. So there's something that has been hidden. There is something that has, some aspect of your connection has really mesmerized them and really stuck them in this space. But I'm also drawn to the fact that we have the moon and the sun. So we have this balance. We have the King and Queen of Rods for balance. We have the Star for hope. The Star illuminates this entire reading, and as it was one of the main energies, this is what you're in. This is a very lucky energy. The card that isn't here is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there are still some difficulties moving forward. There's a little bit of immaturity on the part of this other person. Okay, so moving forward, we have a little bit of immaturity still yet to come, and some difficulties in terms of, I'm getting pride. in overcoming pride, in overcoming sort of self-limitations and self-worth issues. So this could be yours or theirs, or both. You do have this reflective energy here between the two of you. But we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is the ultimate building a family card. This is, you know, a solid, stable future. And the Ten of Cups. These are the two cards of a beautiful future moving forward. What advice is there for my viewers, please, in this situation? What advice, please? The Chariot. The Three of Wands. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so there's definitely some choices that have to be made here. It seems to me that prior to this situation, part of the conflict was that the two of you had two different ideas of where this was going. There wasn't necessarily a sense of fairness or balance. There was this desire for expansion, but it was moving in two different directions. So your guidance here is to be sure to plan and expand together, to communicate from the heart what direction you are moving in, what direction you want. Be clear. And if there is something, it's almost like coming to a bargaining place, like the bargaining table, and saying, okay, this is what I have to offer. This is what you have to offer. How can we meet each other? It's interesting. I wonder, so we had this Death card, and we had this sort of new beginning, this new love, this new beginning. All of the cards that have come up for this connection are really and truly beautiful. This is a wonderful connection. Let me see if I can get some oracle cards just to kind of get you some advice. Some further advice. I know the cards are all messy here. I'm just really interested in this reading. So let's take a look at the major arcana actually first. The Chariot and Death, Sun, the Star, Hanged Man. We have Pisces energy represented a couple of times here. Aries, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, all the water signs. We have the Moon. Look at all of this major arcana. These are the energies. These are the dominant energies in your connection. So you have the new beginning, a time of suspension, hope, generation, illumination, death, the Chariots. The Ace of Cups, the divine coupling, the divine future, When you are with this person, when you are communicating with this person, there is so much guardedness. There is so much, it's almost like neither one of you will drop your defenses. There's so much warmth underneath the surface, but neither one of you will drop your defenses, and each of you is feeling the same. Whoever else has an opinion does not matter in this situation. You have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Rods. This is divine love. We have communication. Let's see what the oracle advice is for you. Someone is burying the lead. And I feel like it's this immature page energy here. There's an immaturity in this connection. So if you're the masculine, this energy is probably you. When it comes to how you are feeling, you're burying the lead. Start with something true. Start with something real. Start with how you truly feel. Because the longer you bury this vulnerability, the longer you put this off. Because the feminine is feeling, you are this pair. The feminine feels like you do. You cannot start to expand. You cannot create something without the other. I've had readings like this in the past where it was sort of like the masculine was trying to plan a future for the feminine, and the missing tool, the missing piece in the plan was her, because he couldn't make a plan without her, for her. She was what was missing in the plan. With this King of Rods energy, there can be some control issues, so be careful with that. But bearing the lead is a big message that I'm getting here. So it's almost like you start with the wrong thing. You open communication in the wrong way, but what's needed is this pure, direct, honest, passionate communication. This is what I want. This is how I feel. Action. Yeah. There's a call to action here as well. At least with the page energies, there's this fresh, vital, young energy to it. You may feel almost like a child coming forward. You've got the Fool energy. Take that leap. What about the feminine? What's the advice for the feminine? I think the feminine is to remember that the masculine is in this space. Yeah. Okay, so I'm getting a message about fear. The feminine is in a space of fearing what she does not know. She's in a space of, it's almost that control that you try and have when you don't know something. The feminine is in a space of trying to almost control the situation because she doesn't know things. She wants to know. She doesn't have the information until it's brought forward. Again, because of this energy of, like, I don't mean to belabor it, but of not leading with the right information first. Flexibility. And this is between them. So there's a need for action on the part of the masculine, for openness on the part of the feminine. And this is, to me, like such a perfect image. Like, we have the sun, the active, and we have the moon, the passive, the receptive. And so this is asking the masculine to be the sun and the feminine to be the moon. And between them to have this flexibility, to have this ability to see from each other's perspectives, to be open and receptive, even if it is in the feminine's nature to be more active or action-oriented, to allow herself to just receive the actions of the masculine without trying to control his actions. And on the other side of things, for the masculine to be less passive. Let's get a few more oracle cards just to finish off the reading. And we have this door. I always see this opening at the top like a mouth. It's like, I feel like between you there is so much more complication than there needs to be. Intuition. Like you have, you have a beautiful partnership. You have this beautiful future. You have like all of this powerful, powerful energy. The sun, the star, this brightness, this ace of cups, this ace of rods, like killer emotional connection, amazing sex life ahead. You have all of these things. And the complication is what? Okay, so it says, simple, complex, words of pain or words that heal. You come to know truth by the way that it feels. Yeah, that's beautiful advice for both of you to be more intuitive about this, to get out of your heads, because this is standing out in stark contrast to everything else. Even if you look at the cards, the colors, there's yellow, there's blue, there's a little bit of orange moving through it. And this is the only one that has this white, stark background with all the swords around it. So getting out of your head. What else? Any more advice for... And the moon, the full moon again. So this could be happening around a full moon. I'm filming this at a new moon, so this could be, preparation, planting the seeds for moving forward here if you are the masculine, moving forward toward the full moon and taking action. But again, with the moon, it's like the truth has to come out. The truth has to be illuminated. The dark side of the moon has to be shown. And remember that the moon relies on the sun to shine. So what's missing is the sun, is the action. It says, draw down the moon. The forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wild good night. There is something very natural about this connection. And if you are in it, you know it. So masculines, you know what you need to do. Feminines, coming into that space of receptivity. And I wish you all the best. Take care.